In a small town, nestled between rolling hills and sprawling fields, there was a shelter that housed countless animals, each with their own story. Among them was a timid dog named Daisy, a once spirited golden retriever mix who had lost her spark. When she first arrived at the shelter, her fur was matted, and her eyes held a deep sadness, a reflection of the fear that clung to her like a shadow. She would cower in the back of her kennel, flinching at the slightest sound, convinced that the world was a place filled with threats. Daisy had been abandoned, left to fend for herself on the streets. The harshness of her past had taught her to distrust humans, the very beings who were supposed to offer love and protection. Each day in the shelter was a struggle for her. The barking of the other dogs, the clatter of food bowls, and the voices of visitors all felt like a cacophony of chaos. She would shrink further into the corner, her heart racing, wishing for a way to disappear. But change began with a kind-hearted volunteer named Emily. She had a soft spot for the scared and the broken, and Daisy caught her attention the moment she walked through the shelter doors. Emily's heart ached at the sight of Daisy's fearful demeanor, and she made it her mission to win the dog's trust. Every day, she would sit outside Daisy's kennel, speaking in soothing tones, offering treats and gently extending her hand. At first, Daisy would only peek out, her body trembling, unsure of this new approach. Weeks passed, and Emily's persistence began to pay off. One day, Daisy took a tentative step forward, drawn by the sweet scent of peanut butter smeared on a treat. It was a small victory, but for Daisy it felt monumental. Emily celebrated this moment, showering her with praise and affection. The bond between them blossomed slowly, like a flower unfurling its petals to the sun. With each passing day, Daisy ventured further from her safe corner, her curiosity slowly overpowering her fear. Emily recognized that Daisy needed more than just love. She needed experiences that would teach her that the world could be safe and joyful. She started taking Daisy on short walks around the shelter grounds, introducing her to the sights and sounds of life outside her kennel. At first, Daisy was hesitant, her legs shaky and her tail tucked tightly against her body. But with Emily by her side, she began to explore. The gentle rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the laughter of children became less intimidating with each outing. As Daisy gained confidence, she also found solace in the companionship of other dogs at the shelter. Emily introduced her to a playful beagle named Max, who had an infectious energy that was hard to resist. Max had a knack for encouraging Daisy to join in on games of chase and fetch. With his playful nudges and wagging tail, he coaxed her out of her shell, showing her that joy could be found in friendship. Months rolled by, and Daisy's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. The once terrified dog had blossomed into a spirited companion, her tail now a joyful banner that waved with enthusiasm. She no longer flinched at loud noises. Instead, she greeted visitors with a wagging tail and a hopeful gaze, eager to make new friends. The shelter staff marveled at her progress, and Emily beamed with pride, knowing she had played a vital role in this journey. Finally, the day came when Daisy found her forever home. A loving family, enchanted by her spirit and resilience, adopted her. As she left the shelter, she looked back at Emily, her eyes filled with gratitude and love. Daisy was no longer the scared dog hiding in the shadows. She was a confident companion, ready to embrace life with open paws, knowing that she was worthy of love and happiness. The journey from fear to confidence had not only transformed Daisy, but had also touched the hearts of everyone who had the privilege of witnessing her remarkable story.